Hey guys, how is going? It's Dmitry here, and today we'll continue, guys, to improving our application. And obviously working with the React library, React.js. So guys, in this tutorial, first I will start from showing you what's going to be our goal for the next couple of tutorials, including the current one. So guys, you can see. So obviously we still have all these routes, right? And you can navigate back and forth between all of them and everything works, right? So guys, but here you can see I also decided to create like a new resource, right? And this resource is going to be like a video resource, right? Where you can, as a learner, you can watch video tutorials, right? So guys, if you navigate here, you can see straight away, right? I called it front-end frameworks, and I'm planning to create the same kind of pages for backend frameworks and infrastructure, right? So guys, an idea here is I'm using this new library. It's called React Player, right? It's a well-known library. It's well maintained and so on. And guys, why I decided to create this functionality, the main reason is I would like to show you how you can use external libraries, right? And in order to improve your application, or in order to introduce new functionality quite fast, right? So guys, first of all, as a software developer, you have to understand that if you would like to use external library, you have to, before actually grabbing one, you have to investigate properly. You have to compare all the available libraries on the market, that exist on the market, because some of the libraries, they can be not really well maintainable, right? For instance, this library I can see, it's first of all weekly downloads. You can see it's hugely popular, right? And then another thing is you can see this published 9 days ago, right? And you also can see how often it was pushed to GitHub, right? Or how often it was updated, right? So guys, yeah, hopefully it makes sense, guys. And so basically, based on all this made analysis, I decided to stick with this library. And also, I read a lot about this library. It's well-known library, and many people using it. And also this library, it's well suitable for YouTube videos. Essentially, I will show you later on how I going to use YouTube videos in order to display it this way. So which is kind of pretty cool, guys, because you can see I'm clicking here. I also can expand it, right? So and what I can do also, like, you can see all these controls, they already kind of presented, like, and yeah, which is I don't need to waste my time on implementing all these things, right? It's already exists. It's existing YouTube functionality, so I just can use this library, React Player, npm package, in order to introduce these videos, YouTube videos. And also this library, it works not only with YouTube videos, and later on I will explain you, I will show you what the main difference, if you just, for instance, if you just decided to stick with YouTube videos, in this case you can also optimize how you importing this library. Yeah, and it's all about details, and we will go step by step, and yeah, we'll discuss about that. Alrighty guys, I think let's jump into that. So alright, first thing I would like to do, I would like to stop my master branch, and I'm going to switch to the previous state of our application. Alright guys, let's start from from improving our sidebar. So obviously if I'm going to navigate between these routes and a new route, right, I have to define a new link, right guys, and that's exactly what I'm planning to do. So first one, sidebar, and here I'm going to say, obviously I'm going to copy and paste because it would save me some time. So then I'm going to say front end, and I'm going to call it front end dash video. And here I'm going to define front end frameworks. So obviously going to copy and paste. And one more thing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use span tag, and I'm going to say video tutorials, and I'm going to close this span tag. Sweet, that's it. So once again, that's how it is, guys. You can just place it here, I guess. Let's move on. Also, what I'm going to do now, I need to define a new component, because this is going to be a new component, front-end frameworks, right? Video tutorial, and I will call it front video. Obviously I'm just going copy and paste front resource and then make changes. Front video, here we go. So and now over here I'm going to say front end video should be fine, copy and paste. And guys, also I'm going to define a new card, right guys? Like you can see here we're using these cards, right, but I'm going to use a specific card here, right, in case of videos. So what I'm planning to do, I'm going to copy or replicate this card, and I'm going to call it video card. Here we go. So now I'm also going to, okay, let's first change the name here, video card, and exporting as a video card. So also, because here we're not going to use this card anymore, we're going to use actual video card, right? Let's change it straight away. Video card, here we go, and let's change here card to video card. Sweet. So far so good. Now guys, let's install this library. So guys, in order to install this React player library, we're just going to do that. npm I stands for install and React player, right? So essentially you have to specify the actual name, and yeah, install. Cool guys, so library is installed. Now let's run it. And by the way guys, probably you confused like so far, right? Why is this guy using npms? But the idea of this npms, essentially, it's I'm using so-called aliases, and you can Google, guys, it's literally called aliases. And I basically, npms stands for npm start. Also guys, you can use yarn start, or you can use npm start. It can work in any case, in any scenario. But if you haven't defined, if you haven't defined it like aliases, like myself in my case, so it's not in PMS is not going to work in your case, then just keep it in mind, guys. Cool, so let's move on, guys. I'm going back to this video card, and in video card I'm going to import the actual library, right? This new library, and I'll call it React player from React player and lazy, and I will explain you why lazy. So guys, in the library here they explaining, right, if you build system support import system, use React lazy. So basically if you use an import, then you can use React lazy, right? A lazy load the appropriate player for the URL you pass it. This adds several React player chunks to your output but reduces your main bundle size. So essentially bundle size, the stuff that's going to be build later on, and which is, you know, going to be like the bigger bundle size, the more resources it would consume, right? So it's not a good thing. So you always have to think about this bundle size, which is obviously later on going to be consumed by your browser. So that's why, guys, you have to optimize it if it's possible, right? And here it's obviously they wrote it down that it is possible, so use lazy, this React player / lazy load, right? So cool, that's why I'm doing that. Let's move on, guys. Now I'm going to get rid of this functionality here, and I'm going to say React. I'm going to define new tag. I'm going to use React player, and then I'm going to define the width of actual player, right? 100% obviously, and height also 100%. And why 100%, guys? So basically when you navigate to this page, right, the size of this player going to be like limited by the size of the card, but when you click play, right, play video, then you can extend it to 100%, which is basically the size of the screen, right? That's exactly what you want, right? In case if you would like to watch the actual video, and I will show you guys. So but that's how you're doing this kind of stuff, guys. So then I'm going to define URL. It's another attribute, right? And I'm going to say props. At the moment we're not passing anything related to this attribute, but later on I will show you we're definitely going to pass stuff, right? And I'm going to say web preview URL. Sweet. So, and one more thing, I'm going to define another attribute. It's called controls, and we don't need to pass anything. And essentially controls, guys, by the way, I need to close this tag. So controls, it's you know, if you're not defining controls, it's not going to show the like this standard YouTube control functionality, right, in case of this video. So that's why it's obviously a good idea to define this attribute, right? Otherwise you cannot control the video, right? But like you cannot manipulate with video. So cool, this part is done, and later on probably we come back to here. Now I'm going to move back to front-end video, and I guess I'm going to move to here. So let's comment this stuff for now. So React I'm going to say introduction to React JS. So then guys, I also have a link already. I obviously done some research, and this is the actual link. I'm going to copy and paste, guys. And guys, again, as always, you can find all like the source code in my repository. Here we go. So it's a YouTube video, right? And let's see. Okay, it's not working, and I know why. Basically in index we still have to define everything, right? We're not defining route, we're not defining component that we're going to render on all the stuff, right? So I'm going to say front end dash video, and I'm also going to import front end video, and I'm going to say front end video here, of course. Come on, video sweet, and I'm going to paste it here in order to render our new component, right? And still not there, right? Oh, here we go. Sweet, guys. So if you go here, right, you can see so it's already here, right? And by the way, I don't need this show the resource. I don't want it to show here, so I just going to kill it, going to delete it from here. Sweet. And one more thing, I guess I don't need margin equal to 2 over here. I'm going, yeah. Cool. So basically that's how it is, right? And guys, now if you click, okay, if I extend it, if I click in here, and you can see all this, because we path this attribute controls, right? You can see all these controls, they're already here, right? And if you refresh, this control is already here, right? And it's standard YouTube controls, right? So and here if you extend, right?
Good morning.
It's going to be a full screen, right? So it's extended to 100%, which is pretty cool, guys. So yeah, that's how it is, guys. By the way, this tutorial is from official website. I found it in React.js, but it's YouTube video actually. So let's move on, guys. Still a couple of things to implement. Let's first stick with this sample. I'm going to bring another one. I also call it introduction to Vue.js, and I'm going to copy the actual link, and I'm going to delete this link. We don't need it anymore. And one more, obviously I'm just going to copy and paste the whole object, I guess, in order to save time. So it's AngularJS, right? And also YouTube video. So guys, here we go. All those 3 things, right? All of them, these videos, they're working, and you can see you can extend it, right? It's fully extendable, and the same case of this Angular video, and it's pretty cool, guys. So you can see still everything works. And guys, also idea is I'm going to implement the same kind of tutorials, video tutorials for backend frameworks and infrastructure, right? And I think we can wrap up for now. I hope these guys like you enjoyed this video, and I think it was quite an exciting video. And you know, when you introduce all this multimedia, it's always nice. Sweet guys, thank you very much for watching, and if you like guys this tutorial, please like it, and if you following my tutorials, please subscribe guys if you haven't subscribed yet, and I see you guys next time.